Welcome back. On June 4th, 1989, the streets of Beijing turned into a battlefield. What began as a peaceful call for change ended in bloodshed. In the spring of 1989, thousands of students, teachers, and workers gathered in Tiananmen Square, the heart of China. They came with hope, demanding democracy, freedom, and an end to corruption. For weeks, the square was filled with songs, banners, and the dream of a better future. But China's leaders saw the movement not as a call for reform, but as a threat to their power. As the protests grew, tension inside the Communist Party rose. Behind closed doors, a decision was made that would change history to end the demonstrations at any cost. On the night of June 3rd, the military marched into Beijing. Tanks and armed soldiers filled the streets, facing crowds of unarmed civilians who begged them to stop. By midnight, gunfire echoed through the city. Students and residents tried to shield each other, but bullets tore through the darkness. Tanks crushed barricades and, in some cases, people who refused to move. The dream of reform was met with unimaginable force. By morning, the square was silent. Smoke lingered, and bodies lay across the streets. The protests were over, and the cost was devastating. Thousands were believed to have died, though the exact number was never revealed. The government declared victory, calling it a necessary act to preserve order, while the rest of the world watched in horror. Images of the massacre spread across global media. The world condemned the violence, but inside China, silence took hold. The government erased every trace of what had happened. Discussions were banned, photos destroyed, and the topic of June 4th became forbidden. The truth of that night was buried, and even mentioning Tiananmen could lead to punishment. Yet one image survived the picture of a lone man standing before a column of tanks. Unarmed and unafraid, his identity remains a mystery. But his defiance became one of the most powerful symbols of courage in modern history. To this day, he represents the spirit of those who refused to surrender their hope for freedom. Decades later, China has become a global power. But beneath the surface lies a silence never broken. The government still suppresses any mention of the massacre, and generations have grown up unaware of what truly happened. Still, the memory endures in the hearts of those who witnessed it and in the records of a world that refused to forget. June 4th, 1989 remains one of the most tragic days in modern history. It is a story of courage met with brutality, of hope met with force. The students of Tiananmen Square dreamed of freedom, and though their voices were silenced, their message still echoes through time. The truth may be hidden, but it cannot be erased. The world remembers the courage of those who stood unarmed before tanks, demanding only the right to speak, to live, and to dream. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.